Cat Black here. Why I oppose Helena Moreno and Limousine liberals generally. Folks, I am a self-respecting black man. Therefore, I am not going to act like a shoeshine boy for any white or white-presenting limousine liberal used to only having black people around who agree with everything they say, no matter how much it undermines our safety or our autonomy. That was the first impression I got of Mayor-elect Moreno years ago while advocating on another matter, and that impression has remained throughout the years as I've noticed the only black people she has around her are the ones who like bobbleheads nodding yes. And for me, that's a sure sign that's somebody who has zero concern about my interests, even in the fake political sense. Moving right along, I did not know that she was a naturalized American citizen. My view on mass migration from a solely black community centered perspective is we should not allow people to come in this city or this country get treated better than we get treated. Born here, built here, and say it's all right. Look at what's happening in Chicago with self-respecting black people telling and I'll just be kind and say face in the high place in their mayor's office, that they're not going along with millions of dollars being spent on illegal aliens, while black community members were told the city had no money for their infrastructure, for their community centers, for their schools. I can't support that process. And incidentally, for community members with misplaced sympathy, these Latin American countries do not have a very good relationship with their own black populations. So much so that you rarely see black natives of Latin American countries being advertised by those countries themselves, nor do you see any in any great numbers in positions of responsibility. I already have homegrown racism here. I don't need the imported variety. Moving right along, when constitutional carry was passed in Louisiana, I fully supported it on its merit and was fully cognizant that it's really stealth mobilization for the white population, but since they can't confine it only to themselves, then yes, I can avail myself of it too. However, as council member at large, Mayor-elect Moreno joined with his harebrained scheme hatched by the police superintendent, a lawyer, as well as a police executive, to declare the 8th District Police Station on Royal Street in the CBD/French Quarter as an educational institution. Were this fraudulent scheme and end run around state law successful, then they would disarm and have the right to question and arrest citizens who would be in compliance with the new state law, but not in compliance with the gun-free school zone ordinance they fraudulently tried to pass. Anybody who thinks that self-defense is self-love, who thinks that the body, the self that God gave you, and whatever property you were blessed with is worth defending, should have seen this for what it is, that this woman would rather have carjackers, armed robbers, rapists, and others armed, but not a deacon in town for a visit, not an imam leaving a restaurant with his family, not a layperson of any faith who merely wanted to get home from work without being beaten or having a gun thrust in their faces and not being able to have a hope of evening the odds. This isn't Mayberry, so any elected official who wants to disarm you or me when the law says that we can be armed is no friend of ours. So these are some of the reasons why I didn't support Helena Moreno in the past. I don't support her in the present. And if the past is any future indicator of future performance, will not support her going forward, because she does not support those like me.